Every single time that Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg team up, it's just magic. Oh yeah, and Meryl Streep is there too. The Post is directed by Steven Spielberg and stars Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep, Bob Odenkirk, Tracy Letts, and a whole bunch of other people. There's a ton of different characters in this movie. It's the story about the Vietnam cover-up. Now, a bunch of different presidents stayed in Vietnam for a bunch of different reasons, but it was mostly because they didn't want to be embarrassed. Great job, America. And these reporters uncover the secret of what's going on with the Vietnam War, and then they kind of end up going to war with President Nixon in order for rights of the press and things like that. Now, I'm Canadian, so I don't know a ton about the Vietnam War, other than it happened, and the US lost. So it was very interesting seeing this movie, and I got to learn a bunch of things that maybe I'm going to go back and research online a little bit more, because now I'm actually interested in things that have happened around this time era. So apparently, if your name is Steven Spielberg, and you have a free couple of weekends, you can just get people together and make an Oscar-worthy film. And that's what happened with the making of this movie. Steven Spielberg finished shooting Ready Player One, and before they got really heavy into the post-production of that movie, because it's a very visual effects heavy film if you haven't seen the trailer for it, but before he got into the post-production of that movie, he got a crew together, called up his buddy Tom Hanks, and made this movie within the span of 2 months or something ridiculous like that. I guess that's why he's the best. I have to say, this is a pretty solid movie all around. Everything looks great, the performances are all great, there's some good humor in this movie too that I didn't expect. Alison Brie is in this movie too. She has 2 scenes, about 5 minutes of screen time and maybe 10 lines, and that's still more than Boba Fett in Empire Strikes Back. I don't have super lots to say about this movie. It's pretty good, you should go see it. I don't know how historically accurate it is, but Tom Hanks is great, and so is Meryl Streep. The only real negative I have to say about it is that it's sometimes a little bit slow, and I wish that a couple scenes were trimmed or either not in the movie altogether and they can just get forward with the story. But I did quite enjoy it, and I'm going to say that The Post is above average. So thanks for checking out my review. You can comment below, let me know what you thought of The Post. You can let me know what you thought of this review. You can give me a subscription if you haven't done so already. And if you have nothing else to do, go watch more movies.